Tashile, everyone. So welcome to the Lama Chopa with the Tsog. So first, just to check, is the transmission coming through okay? Maybe just write in the comment section if you can hear us. Okay, how is it? Good? All right, so we're getting started a few minutes late here. Do you want to explain the prayer now? Oh, yes. Okay. So, anyway, we have a special prayer to the Mahamudra lineage lamas that we're going to do in the prayer. So I think the link to download it is in the notes below. So please do that. And then when we get to the part of the practice when we actually do it, then I'll hand the microphone to Venerable Gache, who will explain a bit the significance of what we're then doing. Okay, so we're good? All right. So let's just take a few minutes to adjust our motivation. Again, thinking that the purpose of my life is to benefit all sentient beings, and in particular, in order that I may be able to be of utmost benefit for sentient beings, I myself must first achieve the state of complete enlightenment, qualified by the complete eradication of all faults of the mind, as well as the full development of all good qualities. Then and only then will I have the abilities, the knowledge, the skills to lead all sentient beings from the oceans of samsaric suffering to the state of highest enlightenment. And therefore I'm going to engage in this practice of Lama Chopa in order to purify my mind of all the obscurations, as well as complete the accumulations of merit and transcendental wisdom, so I can quickly become enlightened for the benefit of all sentient beings. And then in particular, also for the long lives of the spiritual friends, His Holiness Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and the swift fulfillment of all their holy wishes. And then also in particular for the pacification of all the manifestations of the degenerate age that we see in the world, all the problems due to sickness, all the economic problems, all the environmental problems, the problems due to climate change, as well as other natural disasters, the problems of civil unrest, so that all these are instantly pacified. We'll do this practice tonight. Okay, so the Lama Chopa, LC2. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dharmaya. Namo Sanghaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Sambhaya. Namo Guru. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dharmaya. Namo Sambhaya. Ma Sen Chen Kun Yi Dun Gi Chi Ta Ni Ra Ma Lai Sen Chen Tam Chen Ma Ma Lai Ko Ban Cho La Gu Ban Ma Sen Chen Dun Yi Chi Ta Ni La Ma La Yu Ne Sem Chen Nam Che La Ma Lai Ko Ban Jo La Ge Ban Ja Ma Sem Chen Kun Yi Den Yi Chi Da Ni La Ma La Yu Ne Sem Chen Tam Je La Ma Lai Ko Ban Jo La Ge Ban Ja Ma Sem Chen Tam Jigi Dun Dun Da Gi Se Di Ni La Nyu Wa De Me Sam Ge La Ma Lai Ko Ban Mo De Che Ma Sem Chen Tam Je Du Ge Le De De Jin Sang Ge Gi Sa La Gu Ba Jo Di Chi De La Sa Mo La Ma Lai Nam Den Yang Su La Wa Gi Yo. Instantaneously I rise in the form of glorious Vajrabhairava, with one face and two arms holding curved knife and skull cup. Oi de jin rani rama kan de se we ku le u se so jo ju tu be nu ji chen la de da ba ra jang ba xin yuan zhen di ge de ge ba hun sun song ba yu om ah mong yi zhen la mo na zhe 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 ba zhe ba 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 zhe 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 so LC9, generating the merit field, we'll do in English. In the space of indivisible bliss and emptiness, amid billowing clouds of Samanta Vajra offerings, at the crest of a wish-granting tree, adorned with leaves, flower, and fruit, is a precious iron throne ablaze with gems, on which is a wide lotus sun and full moon. On them sits my root guru, and in three ways, nature all Buddhas, an aspect of saffron robe monk, with one face, two arms, and a radiant white smile. Right hand in the gesture of expounding the Dharma, left in meditative poise, holding an almond bowl full of nectar. You wear three lustrous saffron robes, and your head is adorned by golden Pandit hat. In your heart sits the all-pervading Lord Vajra, one face, two arms, blue body, holding Vajra and bell, embracing Vajradhatu, Ishvati, Queen's face, gliding in play, tennis, bliss, and emptiness. They are adorned with jeweled ornaments of many designs, and clothing, garments of heaven itself, adorned with marks and signs, radiant with countless light rays. You sit in the Vajra position, circled by a five-colored rainbow. the pure address of the five Sugatas, the four elements of the four consorts, the sources, channels, sinews, and joints are actual bodhisattvas. The hair boards are 21,000 arhats. The limbs are wrathful protectors, light lyrics, wisdom guardians, secret yakshas, while worthy gods are cushions for your feet, surrounding you in the respective order, Sitha, directing lineage, gurus, vidams, hosts among all deities, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Sharas, and bikinis, encircled by an ocean of loving protectors. The three Vajas mark three doors from the letter home, hope, that is radiate, drawing forth wisdom beings from their natural abode to become non-dual and set. Na so do samba ji Da Sabarware ai zam danse pada misune pandu o kange tuji dewa chingu yin kusongo ma jagyo kichi la suze la rinche tabi ku doje chencho pamo chanse rajan gyawa kundi yeshe ni kande chi an jawe takincho Yumi senpai kange naro pa kya gundan be shala chanse Yugya cha jeba jung jung shi pa me yung de rin chen su ki Den den ma lu ju we go ji bu je chen la me shala chanse la che dong pa sang ge gu ge 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 chi zhong dan che chung we me pa se gun di yu na la me wa jin jian la ma na ma chanse du sun zhou zhu xu bei la ma rin jian zhu zi jia ru tang zi la di ji mu bei du yang ya zi ji xin dian yang bei lu zhi chanse a kya gun je zhen la ma kun ji la na su zhi jun ya zu bu wan ni ke le rin chen le ba nu yang le da che zi zhi zi dao di ba. Zhong bo zi ma zhi wa de le ba. Zi zi me do sa dang bo nang ga. Ji xin tu di zhi ba de liu re. Ya jie yu jun di la lang zhi. Ni da nu bu ra ba ju me so. To su wen zi se se ga gu. Ga bu sen ten ku kun chi gu de. Yu chu so chen ku yu ku ne kiu. Re ge zu den za jia zhu wa zhang. La la mi li xiao zui ren po fu. Na zhu ru mu xie da ta yi le. Yu wei da ye yu wei sa su ge. Zhu zha zhi ru wei xie pe zin pe. Xi nan zhi yu lang wei zhen gu jia. Wei qie wa zhan ge. Lin xi wei wei xie. Rin chen dun yang ye wei. Rin chen so. Kun ga ken de. Ne chu chun zon. La vi lo chu. Chen chen bo. Dang wei sen yi. Bu zhou xin ge chong. Jia yuan dui zhen lang. Bu By the merit of having offered this mandala to the merit field, may I and all sentient beings be able to meet the pure wisdom teaching of the Victorious One, which contain the biography of those eminent ones who live in pure morality, how to be allowed to follow extensively the Bodhisattva's conduct, and the practice of the yogas of the two stages, the essence of which is the transcendental wisdom of non-dual bliss and voidness. May I and all sentient beings be able to meet this pure, complete teaching of Lama Chopa, unification of Sutra and Tantra, right this second. Oi dam guru dam nam mandala kandriyataya. So LC 33. Sha yi tu yu shen ya zo xi xi na le on chu zhen gi. Ta dong ge fe kun gi yu choi jin. Jin zhen ji de le de an shen gi. Go shon ge wei men toi ji an da. So renewing the Bodhisattva vows. So please think the purpose of my life is to free all my kind mothers human beings from suffering and to lead them to enlightenment. To do this, I must receive enlightenment. Without the Bodhisattva vows, this is not possible. Therefore, I'm going to take the Bodhisattva vows for the benefit of all my kind mother sentient beings. I go for refuge to the three jewels. I confess individual negativities. I rejoice in the virtue of my greeting beings. I hold my mind in Buddha's enlightenment. I go for refuge to my enlightenment to the Buddha Dharma and Supreme Assembly. In order to fully accomplish the purpose of myself and others, I shall generate the mind of enlightenment. Having generated the mind of supreme enlightenment, I shall invite all sentient beings to be my guests. I shall undertake a pleasing supreme conduct of enlightenment. May I accomplish Buddhahood in order to benefit my greeting beings. I go for every three jewels. I confess individual all negativities. I rejoice in the virtue of migrating beings. I hold my mind in Buddha's enlightenment. I go for every to my enlightenment to the Buddha Dharma and Supreme Assembly. In order to fully accomplish the purpose of myself and others, I shall generate the mind of enlightenment. Having generated the mind of supreme enlightenment, I shall invite all sentient beings to be my guests. I shall undertake this pleasing supreme conduct of enlightenment. May I accomplish Buddhahood in order to benefit migrating beings. I go for revelation. Three jewels. I confess individual negativities. I rejoice in the virtue of migrating beings. I hold my mind in Buddha's enlightenment. I go for revelation my enlightenment to the Buddha Dharma Supreme Assembly. In order to fully accomplish the purposes of myself and others, I should generate the mind of enlightenment. Having generated the mind of supreme enlightenment, I should invite all sentient beings to be my guests. I shall undertake this pleasing supreme conduct of enlightenment. May I accomplish Buddhahood in order to benefit migrating beings. So now please think strongly that you've received the complete pure set of bodhisattva vows. Those that had been broken are now restored, and those that had been kept are now increased. So now taking the tantric vows. So if you've taken these before, then please think that an infinite number of my kind mother sentient beings are suffering in samsara is so unbearable. I must free them from suffering and lead them to enlightenment as quickly as possible, without even delaying for 1 second. To do this, I must become enlightened. Without the tantric vows, this is not possible. Therefore, I'm going to take the tantric vows for the benefit of all my karma listening beings. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please listen to me. I, Akshobhya Vajra, from now until they reach the essence of Buddhahood, shall generate the sacred Pilis Bodhicitta, just as all the Buddhas of the three times have ensured themselves awakening by generating it. I pledge to uphold the vows of the Buddha lineage, to run the Pilis Triple Gem Buddha Dharma and Sangha, and three disciplines of observing public behavior, gathering virtuous time and benefiting sentient beings. I pledge to uphold the Vajrayana and Mudra of the great Vajra lineage and to honor my teachers. I pledge to practice 4 times a day, 6 times each day, giving mind to the delightful communities of the great Ratna lineage. For the great Pama lineage, I pledge to uphold individually the Dharma that arose from great alignment, those of outer, secret, and free vehicles. For the great Supreme Pama lineage, I pledge to uphold all vows well and to make as many offerings as possible. I shall generate the vows of his for the sake of all, and uphold all samanas without exception. I shall deliver those not yet delivered, liberate those not liberated, give breath to those unable to breathe, and place all beings in state of non-sorrow. So we'll just do it once. So now think that you receive a complete pure set of tantric vows. those that were broken are now restored, and those that were kept are now increased. So now LC 38, page 22 of my book. Or to me do ni ge di be le gi dan ge sa yi ran shi chi go ju je je de zhe ma ge sen yi zai ma de zhe yi di zhong ban de shen na da shi ju na da ge yo ni han ji shi ge ba tam shi gi ge ga chi yo sa wei na ga la da zhang san ba ta be yi mo mo. So we'll just meditate just for a few moments here on rejoicing. So please meditate very strongly and extensively on the merits of the 3 times accumulated by yourself, other beings, and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay, so now I'll pass to Venerable Gache, who will explain the next phase. Okay, hello everyone. So for almost 5 years now, I've been working on this translation of my teacher, Choe Rinpoche's book, which is being released today. So I thought it was auspicious um, to do this prayer from the book. So this book by Choe Rinpoche is about calm abiding in Mahamudra. It's titled Mastering Meditation. Wisdom Publications, they came up with the name. I didn't come up with the name. And so the second part of the book is about Mahamudra. And so I included within that the prayer to the Mahamudra lineage, because Rinpoche said that this is an important thing to know, understand if you're going to engage in the practice. And Rinpoche actually suggests doing the prayer within Lama Chopa at this exact juncture where we're doing it. It's actually quite common within Gila to do that. Just very briefly, some of you probably heard of Mahamudra, and sometimes people associate Mahamudra with the Kagyu lineage because there's a very common practice in Kagyu that descends originally from Saraha in India and through Naropa and Marpa and into the Kagyu lineage. But then the Gelo Mahamudra lineage actually Tsongkhapa received directly from Manjushri. So you'll see that in the prayer. It goes from Vajradhara or Shakyamuni Buddha to Manjushri and then to Tsongkhapa. And then Tsongkhapa, during his lifetime, he actually only gave it to teaching to one person, Tokten Champa Gyatso, when he was in retreat with some of his students. It said that he gave the transmission while others were there, but no one else knew what was going on, except for Kedrip J.
his student, who had some idea that something was happening, but nobody else even realized what was happening. So Tokten Japa Gyatso, he was able to receive this and then practiced in solitude for many years, and then passed it on to his student Batso Choki Gyaltsen, who was actually Kejikte's brother. And he passed it on continuously, but it was a secret practice. And then he passed it eventually to Chuki Dorje, or Dharmavajra is his name in Sanskrit. He's also in the lineage. And he so said to achieve the rainbow body. So he passed into his body, just dissolved into light. And for many years he was just. That's why if you look in the lineage prayer, I have all the dates of the masters, but there's no death date for Choki Dorje because he's said to have passed into light. So then later, some of you may have heard Gawa Sapa, who was later posthumously recognized as the third Panchen Lama. He was practicing in the cave, and then Choki Dorje appeared to him and gave him these teachings. It was like 100 years later, I think, from when he disappeared. And then so he continued the lineage, and he gave it to his student Sangye Yeshe, who then became the teacher of the fourth Panchen Lama, Losan Choki Gyaltsen, who was the also composed the Lama Chopa, and then he composed a lineage text on Mahamudra, which was the first time this was written down within Gelug, and then based on that, it became a more common practice. And he also composed his lineage prayer, but only up until himself, of course. He couldn't compose the future lamas. So then later, Yongzhen Yeshe Gyaltsen, Kachin Yeshe Gyaltsen, he composed more verses, and slowly more were added, and Pabonka Rinpoche composed most of the rest of the verses. And you'll see some of them were composed by later people after him. So as I say, it's very common to do this because you'll see in the in the Lama Chopa merit field, if you have a picture of the Lama Chopa merit field, just above Tsongkhapa, there's 5 lineages. These are the 5 tantric lineages that he mainly received, and the one in the center is the Mahamudra lineage. So this is the quintessence of tantra for the Gelug school, and you'll see that all the masters are in the form of Manjushri. So there's all these pictures of Manjushri, but they represent all the different masters who achieved this state and therefore became Manjushri themselves. So that the first one is Manjushri himself. The last one is actually Kenra Pelden Tenpe Nima, who is the teacher of Pabonka Rinpoche and who gave him the lineage. So as I say, it's when we do the requesting prayers to the lamas, then we start oftentimes in Gelug by doing the requesting prayer to the Muhammad Mujah lineage. So I translated this prayer in English into iambic tetrameter, which is some form of verse in English, because I feel it's important when we translate verses that are in meter in Tibetan. It's good also to have them in meter in English. So this was actually Geshe Graham Woodhouse. Some of you might know. He was the one who came up with this idea to use iambic tetrameter, which is a little different meter than Tibetan, but it fits more in English. So he taught me a way to chant it, which I'll do here. We can do together. But maybe in the future, if anyone finds a very beautiful way to chant it, we can adopt that. But I thought today it would be auspicious because this book is being released today. We can start with the first group chanting of this prayer. Namo Mahamudraya. Spontaneous palace, bodies 3, grand primal Buddha, families chief, pervasive master, holder of the Vajra great, I make request to God self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, Bodhi mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth. His Father 3 times victors bears, in 10 rim worlds and billion fields, wise Arya Manjushri requests, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, Bodhi mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth. In this North Snowland second sage, Lord Master saging's teachings of, to jades and lows on drop a request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, from Papa, son of Mandragosh, attain mind's teachings, Hilda's chief, to toke and jump el gas a request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, you open oral lines casual, advice for your trainees, fortune high, to Basa Juki, Gelson request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, to yoga steps complete you found, the deathless knowledge held in form, to Trotu Dharma Vajra request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth, unstained by bonds of eight concerns, accept the teachings, victory flag, to Los Antonio Drupa request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, saffron dance guide wanders to, three bodies, palace of delight, to cage of Sangha, Yeshi request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth, from victor lows on teachings, Lord, protect us separate, not knows all, to japes and lows on Shugin request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, text sutra, tantra, barring none, applied as one gone to the end, to drip and get and gales and request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, for los on teachings quintessence, with great seal tasted found the supreme, O cities, victor's flag request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, the dharma nectar's essence vast, to trainees fortunate taught well, to Yuchin contra guilt and request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, for los on Shugin come again, as glory teachings wanderers, to Jason los on Yeshi request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, Lord better bless directly you, who mastered o'er line's deep path, to Jason los on Jimmy request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, for the los on victors o'er lines, hard meanings practice gone to the end, to troops or los on Namgel request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, with love unerringly taught, J. Lama's o'er line advice, to most common and Yeshi request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessings forth, all paths unerring teachings hard, you spread in all and hearing far, to James from now on Jamba request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth, to heard first Buddha, saffron dance, Tibet and China, Dharma dance, to pension Belden, the Yeshi request, to cut self-grasping snare in my mind, in love, compassion, bodhi, mind train, great seal, supreme path unified, to swiftly gains and blessing forth, complete fine sutra, mantra path, achieved with one mind gone to the end, to gauge on Gawan, Doji request, thoughts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. Swiftly gains the blessing forth. Like Sekren, Dubois, mastery firm. God's teachings clears with lectures text. To Jason Dharma Bhadra request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. Swiftly gains the blessings forth. Objectless great love eyes don't close. Deep knowing vast Manjushri light. Beyond from Jupe Dorji request. Thus of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Present the yoga gone to the end. Arrived at union city straight. Decayed repents and sundry request. Cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. The path's cognition gone to the end. Preach realized teaching victory flag holds. To los on soldier guilt and request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Not stained by faults or downfalls holds. The heart of teaching training three. To los on donio jupa request. Cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Third second victor Lozon Drak. Against forth as a saffron dance. Jichet and Vela Gyapsa request. Cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. The treasure vastly karma path. To those of fortune mind made clear. To Musk and Raw and Jumper request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Make clear the fine path free of extremes. With stainless reason laughing Khor. To most wise in long for request. To guides of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. The loves on victory sect supreme. By teaching and practice fearlessly spread. To Jason Denbei drum me request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. To John Gonzora lines nectar. They filled with clear and inside strength. To Jason Chung to Gelson request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. Swiftly gains a blessing forth. In sights unknown one pointedly. Attain the light in vivid paths. To drift and wrong and wrong to quest. To cuts of grasping stare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains a blessing forth. For realized virtues gone to the end. And well spoke Dharma all that's wished. To tutor again and get the request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains a blessing forth. Scores on peak of the scholars wise. Soars on to sage attainment's rank. To splendid Denver Nemo request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. In love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Thy love for all my greatest force. O Sutra mantras victory flag. To Jason Drinley Gyatso request. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. Swiftly gains and blessings forth. In line with many victors' aims. O sages dharma inside words. A matchwork spreading little verse. To cuts of grasping snare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To swiftly gains and blessings forth. Friend spreading second victor lords. Our essence fortune trainees too. And loads on Yeshu to your request. Cuts of grasping snare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. Swiftly gains and blessings forth. O refuge victor's gem of love. Don Zazzle trainings carnivore. Jason Jensen gets a request. Cuts of grasping snare in my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi mind train. Great seal supreme path unified. To send the gains and blessings forth. And past Lord Mahasiddha's seat, you faithful trainees, glory dawn. My kind Guru Lama, I request, to cut so grasping stare my mind. Love, compassion, Bodhi, my train. Great seal supreme, path unified. To sweep the gains and blessings forth. To see Lord Lama as a Buddha. To load this place samsara's wheel. Take load to free all motherly beings. The glory of God's common hand. Uncommon great seal's union state. To swift the gains and blessings forth. Your holy form and Father my form. Your holy speech and Father my speech. Your holy mind and Father my mind. Is that inseparably one in past. Oh.
All right. So thank you for that. So let's go to LC 43, the continuation of the Lama Chopa. We'll recite in English so we can meditate on the meaning. Source of good qualities, great ocean of moral discipline, treasury brimming with jewels of much hearing. Master, second Buddha, platinum saffron, elder than I, holder, I make request to you. You have the 10 qualities suitable for one to teach the path of those gone to bliss. Lord of Dharma, representative of all conquerors, Mahan and virtuous friend, I make request to you. You are wise, patient, honest, without pretense or guile, the three doors well subdued. You have both sets of 10 qualities, no mantra and tantra, and are skilled in drawing and explaining. Foremost Vajra holder, I make request to you. To those untamed by countless past Buddhas, ruling migrators of different generations for difficult to do, you accurately show the way of those gone to bliss. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you. When because of the time, the son of the conqueror set, you enact the deeds of a conqueror, for the many migrators who lack a savior refuge. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you. Even one of their hair is for us, a field of merit more highly praised, than all the conquerors of 3 times 10 directions. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you. Adorned with Sugata's 3 bodies and ornamental wheels, you manifest from the roaring skillful needs, in order for to lead all beings. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you. Your aggregates, elements, and sources of limbs are naturally Sugatas and consorts and divine lineages. Bodhisattvas and our protectors, Supreme Guru and nature, 3 jewels, I make request to you. Arising from the play of omniscient transcendental wisdom, you are the essence of the 10 million mandala cycles, creating Lord of 100 Buddha families, foremost family holder, unified holiness, Savior, I make request to you. Unobscured, inseparable from the play of simultaneous joy, creating everything in motion and rest, creator of all things, free from being around. All good, actual, ultimate Bodhisattva, I make request to you. So now the soak offering, LC 55. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Sangi Mi Kape Kanwa Ju. Oye Mao Ye Shiro Pachi Shikan Tachi Doji Nam Doji Doji Dusan Chuchi Yasu Yong Chi Dege Belande China Pao Tamu Mata Jube Minyame Tabara Jambashi Vedatene Om Aum. Kadozi Jesu Soba, Luyeme Bazenansu, Kuvela Bacher Yube, Nige Sume Usesu, Chunchu Jube Dor Jesu, Nuchi Chen Ma Che Dame, So So Yige Sundebe, Nuchi Chune Che Dame, Chanzo Baje Ema Atujeda Nisa Guna Manga Ida Lasu Kyate Kunchunsu Awo Kandu Chigyon Su Menso Tuje Chube Nege Shesu So China Sa Wu Chujin Yatsu Rinchen Le Druze Bejen Trila Shab Si Ru Cha Tian Ban Shu Ne Yang Zhu Zhe Da La Du Yu Ma Zhu So Or Tin Xin La Den Chen Ye Qin La Be Zame Du Zin So Chu Ga So Du Sa Gu La Me So Na Ye Chu Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Glory Sin Zene Emma Ho Chin La Chai Chin Wa Du So Ho Ting Zin Ma Dan Chai Ye Chin La Me Sa Me Du Si So Chu Ga So Di Na Jo Wang Mo Na Na Ni Ju Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Re Sin Zin Emma Ho Ni Ju Tai Ju Sa Du So Ho Ting Zin Ma Dan Chai Ye Chin La Be Za Me Du Si So Chu Ga So Di Ye La La So Khor Je Ye Ji Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Ni Ju Chan Chin Wa Du So Ho Ting Zin Ma Dan Chai Ye Chin La Be Za Me Du Si So Chu Ya So Di Jin So Rin Chen So Na Ni Ji Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Chin Chu Chai Chin Wa Du So Ho Ting Zin Ma Dan Chai Ye Chin La Be Sa Me Du Si So Chu Ga So Di Sa Zhe Chu Gyong So Na Ni Ji Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Chin Li Chai Chin Wa Du So Zhe Ma Dan Chai Ye Chin La Be Sa Me Du Si So Chu Ya So Di Ma Gyu Sentient So Na Ni Chi Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Chin Nan Du Si Ho Ti Sing Ara Jagi Jina Be Zame Du Si So Chu Ya So Di Zage La Me So Na Ni Chi Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Chin Nan Du Si Wa Du So Ho Ti Sing Ara Jagi Jina Be Zame Du Si So Chu Ya So Di Zage La Me So Na Ni Chi Bu Om Aum De Gu Pa La Ru Ne Sin Zin Emma Ho Kachi Ni Ji Sa Du So Ho Ti Sing Ara Jagi Jina Be Zame Du Si So Chu Ya So Di Lama Zopa Rinpoche Om Om Guru Bura Bura Sabadama Pala Sabadvara Aram Padyam Tibedu Aloge Om Guru Bura Bura Sabadama Pala Sabadvara Om John Dempa La Have you heard? Chosen Rinpoche's Kensei. Oh, Digo Kensei, okay. Okay, so I don't know if you could hear, but today is Guru Rinpoche's birthday. So happy birthday, Guru Rinpoche. This is when he appeared on the lotus. Yeah? We need a lot of candles. Yeah. And also Kensei Rinpoche, Dogo Cancer Rinpoche is Yangtze. It's his birthday today. Hmm? 20. Oh, okay. Yes, 28 years old. So, okay, so Song of the Spring Queen while you're enjoying the salt. 地心邪法当解当，把握到你的正法，感觉到你感觉到，知道到你所我的，在我相关于比如高，这个让你忘了年距离，在高境界不缺乏一地，那些在为就完了之所，啦啦啦啦哦，啊咿呀啊哟哩噜。今天感觉生命你，现在健康的工作，我内心想把它知道，把我当你那什么，感觉到你感觉吗？可能当你做我的，你你让给别人每个人有人让给你，下些什么都别在我，那怎么说那么就把这啦啦啦啦啦，哎呀哎呀。你没感觉怎么你这位最大的工作，我的心就把它接上，把我当你的就感觉到你感觉吗？更大的你所望的，以后机会让你感觉，那也跟着就让感觉做，让你真的觉得真啦啦，真给的是那啦不是说啊啦啦啦啦，哎呀啊哩哦，你没感觉是那。这位是哪里工作？我的心先把它知道。到达你那就嘛，感觉到你感觉嘛，跟那到你说话的，别嫌他别嫌你的嘛，别嫌旁边看着就嘛你，这些说话你谁的钱？去给就给个那那个人，啊啦啦啦啦，哎呀啊啦哩，你没感觉受呢？这位是哪里工作？我的心先把它知道。把我当你那什么，感觉到你看着我，说完的当地是给贝贝马心，家里给家里给马哥，那叫马哥，别怀疑，西边先把牛的说完是啦啦啦啦啦，哎呀哎呀哩，我的命感觉在哪里？谁会在哪里工作？我的心先把它知道。把我当你那什么，感觉到你感觉我。跟那当你说话的，看起去你让你感觉，别别说给个年度我的，请你觉得，别把一事情把一个一生把这啦啦啦啦，哎呀哎呀你我对你感觉怎么样？这辈子哪里空子？嗯。轰！马达圣人因此大爱，历史也是如此切。om 这个也是全部有。om 啊，om 啊，om 啊，嗯。哦，金金马达这个金马的，咱们的子孙拉表示的，咱就是共走那年之路。om 啊。这个的拉不为金子的，然后要做这个事情，就 O remaining destiny refugees, accept this ocean of remaining offering peace. Let the precious teachings spread and all upholders and patients of the Dharma, especially the yogis, gain health, long life, and power, glory, fame, good fortune, and attainment of every desirable thing. Bestow on us the city of actions, of pacification, increase, and so forth. O Dharma protectors, protect us. Help us attain all accomplishments. Eliminate untimely death, sickness, demons, interfering spirits. Let there be no bad dreams, ill omens, or actions and activities. Let the transitory worlds be happy, crops be goods, harvest increase, and Dharma flourish. Let all happiness and goodness arise, and all our wishes in our minds be fulfilled. And by the force of this bountiful giving, man become a self-made Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings. By my generosity, may I liberate the multitudes of beings not liberated by previous Buddhas. So LC 84, the Lama in prayer. Again, we'll do in English so we can meditate. Supreme field of merit, my perfect pure Guru, through the power of having made offerings and respectful requests, I seek your blessing, Savior, and the very root of happiness and goodness, that I may come under your joyful guidance. I'm requesting the kind Lord Guru, who is more extraordinary than all the Buddhas, please bless me to be able to promote myself to qualify the Guru of great respect and honor in future lifetimes. By realizing that I correctly devoted myself to the kind Lord Guru, who provides all the qualities, the source of happiness and goodness, I should devote myself to him with great respect, not forsaking him even at the cost of my life. Think of the importance of the qualified Guru, may I allow myself to enter into his role. May I be like an obedient son, acting exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. Even when the Mars, evil friends, and the like test me for the Guru, may I be like a lodger and so rule forever. Even when the Guru gives me work, whatever burden, may I be like the earth carrying all. When I devote myself to the Guru, whatever suffering occurs, may I be like a mountain immovable. May that perform all unpleasant tasks, may I be served the king with a mind undisturbed. May I abandon pride, loving myself lower than the Guru. May I be like a sweeper, may I be like a rope, directly holding the Guru's work, no matter how difficult or heavy a burden. Even when the Guru criticizes, provokes, or ignores me, may I be like a dog without anger, never respond with anger. May I be like a ferry boat, never upset at any time to come and go for the Guru. O glorious and precious Guru, please bless me to the way of Christ in this way. When I am in all my future lifetimes, may I devote myself to the Guru in this way. Realizing how this body of liberties and balance is found but once, is difficult to obtain, is greatly lost. I seek a blessing to make it worthwhile and take its essence without being distracted by the means of this life. The gas is seared and blaze of suffering in the lower realms. I take a heartfelt refuge in the three precious gems. I seek your blessings that I may eagerly strive to abandon all negativities and accomplish the accumulation of virtue. Finally, tossed in the waves of karma and mental afflictions, plagued by ignorance and monsters, sufferings. I seek your blessings to develop an intense longing to be liberated from the infinite great ocean of existence. Having abandoned the mind that uses as unbearable prison, I seek a blessing to uphold the three trainings and treasure of the spirit's wealth, and thereby to uphold liberation's banner. Having considered how all these miserable beings have been my mothers, raising with kindness again and again, I seek a blessing to develop uneffortless compassion like that of a loving mother for a precious child. There is no difference between myself and others. None of us wishes the suffering. There's every command for the happiness we have. Realizing this, I take a blessing that I may generate joy from happening to others. This chronic disease is cherished on myself is the cause of giving rise to non-stop suffering. Receiving this, I seek a blessing to blame, begrudge, and destroy this monstrous demon of selfishness. The mind that cherishes mothers and places them in bliss, the gateway leading to qualities. Seeing this, I seek a blessing to cherish these migrating beings all my life, even should they rise as my enemies. In brief, infile beings, they look only for their own ends, while the evil ones will serve the welfare of others. With a mind understanding the distinction of one and the denying of the others, I seek a blessing to enable me to equalize and change myself with others. Cherishing myself as doorway to all loss, while cherishing my mothers as the foundation of all good qualities. Hence I seek blessing to enable me to equalize and change myself with others. Tena Jetsu Lama my Even if the environment and beings are filled with fruits of negativity and unwishful suffering pour down like rain, I seek your blessings to take these miserable conditions as a path by seeing them as causes to exhaust the results of my negative karma. In short, no matter what appearances arise, be they good or bad, I seek your blessing to transform them into a path of increasing through bodhisattvas, the practice of five forces, the professors of the entire Dharma, and thus to meditate only on mental happiness. I seek your blessings that I relate everything I may meet to meditation through skillful means possessing the four applications, and that I may make this life of liberties and balance greatly meaningful through practicing the advice and pleasant thought transformation, in order to rescue all migrants from the vast seas of existence. I seek your blessings to train only in bodhicitta, through love, compassion, and superior intention, enjoying the technique of mounting, giving, and taking upon the breath. I seek a blessing that I may eagerly endeavor to put into practice the three Mahayana moral codes, and to restrain my mind stream with pure vows and conquerors' children, single path journey by all the victorious ones doing 3 times. I seek a blessing to transform generosity through the guideline teaching and increasing the mind with basis on attachment, namely transforming my body, wealth, collection of virtues of 3 times into the objects desired by each and every single being. I seek a blessing to transform perfection of moral discipline, getting the bounds, providing up to bodhisattva intangible vows, even as possible in my life, accumulating virtuous karma and accomplishing the purpose of sending beings, so even all beings in 3 realms without exception, become angry at me, humiliate, threaten me, and kill me. I seek a blessing not to be agitated with the patience that works for the benefit and response to their harm, even if I must remain for notion of aeons in the fiery hells of Avicii, for the sake of giving this one sentient being. I seek a blessing to complete perfection of enthusiasm, out of compassion and tireless strives for supreme enlightenment, abandon the false thinking agitation and mental wandering. I seek a blessing to complete the perfection of mental stabilization, through the samadhi of single point of placement upon the nature and reality of all phenomena. I seek a blessing perfection of wisdom, through the special ideal of single point of placement upon ultimate truth, to dwell with pliancy and great wisdom wisdom analyzing suchness. I seek a blessing to perfect the samadhi and illusion by realizing that all imaginative phenomena and true existence will still appear, like an illusion still like divine about like even now their existence, cause and effect independent, rising and infallible. I seek a blessing to discern the meaning of divergent thought, to pure, mystery complimentary, non-contradictory. Then crossing the depths of the ocean of Tantra, the kinds of my captain Vajradhara. I seek your blessings that whatever appears may rise as deity, having cleansed all stains of ordinary appearance and grasping. The first stage yoga of transforming birth, death, and borrow into three bodies as a conqueror. I seek your blessings to actualize in this life the path uniting. Clear light in the illusory body which arises in placing your feet, my Savior, in the eight petals of my heart, at the very center of my central channel. If my time of death comes before I have completed the points of the past, I seek your blessing on my the instructions of correctly applying the five forces, or the Guru's transference to forceful means of enlightenment. In short, I seek your blessing, my Savior, to be guided from you unseparably throughout my life, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. Savior, please grant that all be auspicious for me, your hearts among the various aspects of disciples, wherever you manifest brotherhood, so all your temporary and ultimate wishes without exception may spontaneously fulfilled. Having thus been entreated, Supreme Guru is praying that this request, so that you may bless me, happily light on the crown of my head. I once again set your radiant feet firmly at the portals of my lotus heart. So we'll do the Maitreya Buddha mantra. Namo Ratnachaya Namo Bhagavate Shakyamunaya Tathagatoya Arahate Samyasambuddhaya Tayata Om Ajite Ajite Aparajite Ajite Hara Hara Mayetri Avalokite Kara Kara Ma Samaya Siri Bara Bara Ma Bodhi Nana Bija Mara Mara Yamagam Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Ma Bodhi Soha Om Mui Mui Ma Mui Soha Om Muni Muni Mare Soha Namo Rana Jaya Namo Bhagavate Jagamunaya Arahate Samyasambuddhaya Tayata Om Ajite Ajite Avarajite Ajite Hara Avalokite Kara Kara Ma Samaya Sirivara Ma Buri Mene Nija Mara Mara Yama Kam Samaya Buri Buri Ma Buri Soha Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Soha Om Muni Muni Mare Soha Namo Nana Jaya Namo Bhagavate Jagamunaya Buddhaya Arahate Samyasambuddhaya Sayata Om Ajite Ajite Avarajite Ajite Paramejri Avalokite Karagarama Samaya Siri Bara Bara Ma Buri Mena Mena Ma Emagam Samaya Buri Buri Ma Buri Soha Om Buri Buri Ma Buri Soha Om Buri Buri Ma Soha. Whatever white virtues were thus created, we dedicated causes, enabling us to uphold the holy dharma of scriptures and insights, and to fulfill without exception the prayers and deeds, all the Tathagatas and Bodhisattvas 3 times. By the force of this merit, we are parted all our lives from man's 4 spheres, and we reach the end of our journey along the path of initiation, but into the pure view in 2 stages. To the quality of whatever white virtues there are in samsara nirvana, may all be auspicious for us to be free here and now from misfortune and loss, and thus to enjoy the glorious celestial treasure of temporal and ultimate virtue and goodness. May all be auspicious for the Buddha's teachings to remain long, pure senses of Dharma, Vishnu Brahma, being filled with hosts of renunciates yogis and yogis, starting formally to master 3 pure trainings. Having received your blessing, Lotan Brahma, the time of youth, may request the strength of the deity. May there be auspicious of Lotan Vajradhara, which spontaneously accomplishes the purpose of others. May all desired endowments follow the lake in the summer rains. May we have unbroken continuity of rebirth to bring faultless families. May we pass our days and nights with the glory of Lama. May we delight in the glorious perfection. By reflection of whatever virtue I am and done, and shall do from now until enlightenment. May all be auspicious and perfect, for your body of form to remain in the sun, immutable like the Vajra. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha, and they all sentient beings, without exception, into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta have not arisen, arise, and grow, that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Just a brave man, Jushu, and some other Vajra too. Realize things as they are. I too dedicate all these units in the best way, and I follow the perfect example. I dedicate all these roots of virtue with the dedication and praise of the best. By the victorious ones thus gone of 3 times, so I might perform good works. Due to the merits accumulated 3 times oneself, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, which are empty from their own side. May the I, who is empty from its own side, achieve the state of enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and the all sentient beings who are empty from their own side, that state as quickly as possible by myself alone. Due to the merits of 3 times created by myself and others, by the Buddhist Bodhisattvas, and I, my family members, all students and benefactors of the organization, all sentient beings who have to me, further qualify my richest friends in all our future lives, and those enlightened, and always perform only actions most pleasing to their holy minds. May we always fulfill their holy wishes in me. Okay, so let's also dedicate all the 3 time merit accumulated by ourselves and others, the numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, for all the beings who are sick due to the coronavirus or whatever other ailments there are. May all these beings who are sick quickly be freed from all of the ailments, and then having been fully recovered, may they live the most meaningful lives by practicing Mahayana Dharma, generating all the realizations of the path up to and including complete enlightenment in this very lifetime. Then we also dedicate for all the beings who have recently died, in particular Ward Brown, uh, all the beings who have died and are currently in the Bardo, may they instantly be reborn in the Pure Land of the Buddha, where they can achieve enlightenment, or at the very least, attain a perfect human rebirth, meet with a Mahayana Guru, Mahayana teachings, practice well, and attain realizations up to and including complete enlightenment in their very next lifetime. Then we also dedicate all 3 time merit accumulated by ourselves and others, all numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, for all the kind benefactors. Um, first of this puja, so Choe Ling, the FPMT Center in Bangalore, sent some money. It's coming to you in whichever currency you want. You guys, sorry, I didn't do it yet. Ooh. And then also Nidhi Agarwal, and then we have some extensive Sok, and that was sponsored by Arya Ketan. And then I think some of these other things probably also William Reuter. Yeah. And yes, all the kind benefactors, who've made our stay here in Maratika possible, too numerous to mention. So all of you as well, thank you very much. And may all of the Dharma wishes be fulfilled. All the various projects have all the obstacles removed, and have quick success to benefit sentient beings and the teachings of Buddha. Anything else? Oh yes, yes, of course. That, that was gonna come. So anyway, yes. Also, due to the 3 time management of ourselves and others, the numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, may all of the perfect holy gurus showing the unmistaken path to enlightenment, in particular His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Khandrila, all the perfect gurus showing the complete path to enlightenment, may they continue to remain with us, the lowly sentient beings of this degenerate age. May they not show the aspect of passing away into parinirvana until samsara is completely empty. And may we continue to receive uh, most precious and extensive teachings exactly according to our mind streams, receiving everything we need for us to achieve enlightenment in this very lifetime. And then, having received the teachings from our Guru, may we be able to put into practice every single uh, instruction and teaching that we've received without hesitation and without corrupting anything that our Guru has advised. And thus, by practicing exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice, may we fulfill all their holy wishes instantly. And in that way, may we receive all the blessings of the Guru and attain union, the ultimate Guru Yoga, union with our mind and the Guru's mind in this very lifetime. Jiten Kandir Pende Tenzin Gyatso Sorwa Depso Tulche Lurusho Tupsu Changshin Jangen Yewe Tenzin Gyompe Zodo Boze Josu Kuwele Montu Aga Sodu Chegen Shafen Shu. Okay, so thank you very much. So the next thing on the agenda for us will have something to observe His Holiness's birthday coming up, July 6th. And we're going to follow, to the best of our ability, the advice given by Lama Zopa Rinpoche on how to observe His Holiness's birthday. So there's a page of advice available on the FPMT website. So including in that, included is the 16 Arhat Puja. Um, so make sure to download that prior and read the advice. Okay, and then
I want,
oh,
ask, sorry.
huh?
So also, if we wanted, I don't know if you want to do it in the Nilsong Puja, but this Sunday is Zaman Chisang. It's like the day of the yearly song.
Okay.
So I don't want to do it. You just like to see the place because you know they're sacrificing. So I thought.
Okay.
I want to purify the place.
Okay.
So if we want
What day of the week is His
Sunday.
Holiness' birthday?
Oh, so his birthday is Monday.
Sorry, Monday.
And then the Chisang is on Sunday.
Ale.
The day before.
Oh, okay. So the oldie but goodie, the original, no song. We'll do no song.
I really want to do Nilsong, which is a bit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. 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 We'll do no song on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the no song puja, and then His Holiness' birthday Monday. Okay.
Some people requesting to do also COVID prayers and teachings at least once a week. Yeah, I think if you can, you know, you have two excellent teachers here, and we have a third one who's reluctant. Mm-hmm. I understandably reluctant, but we have two excellent teachers here, so I don't know why I'm not teaching.
So yes, so
now your book has come out, it's just a no-brainer, isn't it? To give some talks, and then Bernard Major. I mean, anything you say is like next time. So simple and clear to understand. Sorry everybody, but I'm representing you. I'm saying there's no sense to me that you're not teaching to you.
Let's see.
Yeah, people want teachings and they can send in requests what they want to teach, want to be taught, and then we can.
Mahamudra. Ale. So this is Gache saying. Uh, so if you have requests, then you can send them in. Yeah, requests for teachings. Actually, any requests. We aspire to be like. No. You can make the request. Whether we want to be like wish fulfilling jewels, right? So if you have requests, please mail that in. It's better not in just a YouTube comment, but there should be a little bit of formality with it. So yeah, send it in, and we'll see. Okay, thank you very much. Oh yeah, last just public service announcement. So many of your countries are opening up, and so please be safe. Wear your masks, maintain physical distancing, and yeah, be safe. Okay, thank you very much.